Hey everyone, good afternoon. I wanted to show you some examples of media kits. So we're in our last week and a half of this class. So as I told you early on, it's designed to get you started with AP Style, help you be familiarized with that, and then move you into seeing how you can use the writing styles that you've learned and the information that you've learned about how to write stories like inverted pyramid style, um, how that translates to writing news releases, because the better your news release looks, the better it's formatted. If you have correct grammar and you're already using AP Style, journalists are going to take you so much more seriously. So, okay, what I want you to do for your final project, you may have already seen the list of things to do. It looks like a lot of work, but I promise it really comes together once you get an idea. So you're going to come up with a new product or a new company or a client who's doing something new. It just needs to be new. For instance, I had a student one semester who she was representing Under Armour, and she had come out with like an athlete powder kind of stuff to stop your shoes from stinking. So it was Under Armour's Over Odor. So she came up with that. I've had students do Kardashian hair care lines. One student one semester did a product called You Lie, You Die, DYE, and it was something for law enforcement to be able to use with suspects. So come up with a product. It just needs to be something that's either new for a company. It could be a new company. You could be creating a new stationery line, a new makeup line, a new athletic line, a new kind of softball or golf ball, whatever is interesting to you. It could be, this is your time to be creative because you have an unlimited budget. You don't have to figure out how it works. This is just your product. Another student one time created a pen or had the idea for a pen that wrote automatically what you spoke, so you didn't have to write. It was just jotting things down for you. So there's some ideas. Another was a set of glasses that could be sort of like Google Glasses, but you could download information about neighborhoods or art galleries to your glasses, and so when you wore them around certain neighborhoods, information about buildings would pop up, or information about different art pieces and galleries might pop up. So things like that. So you're going to get your product. You're going to think about an event. How are you going to release this? One student, let's see, for instance, did Kate Hudson's Fabletics, and now they have a sports bra line, but she had created a sports bra line, and Kate was going to release that during a yoga session in Malibu. So there would be an opportunity for media to take pictures and get B-roll and interviews of real women wearing the product. So that was their release. A student who did a Frozen 2 event had people at a red carpet. So you can come up with, how are you going to release this to the media? What's the event? So you've got your product, you've got your event, and then what you want to do is write a news release and a media advisory. Now, a media advisory is like an invitation. Think of it. It's who, what, when, where. You're giving them a little tease about why they should come to your event. Your day of news release is something you're going to hand out to media when they get there, or as they're leaving. It's part of a media kit. You would write that in past tense. It's already happened. They're not releasing a line. They released it. It already happened. That needs to have some quotes in it. I've given you some examples. I'm just mentioning it briefly before I talk about media kits. Okay, so you're going to have your day of news release as it's already happened. You can also send those out wide to media who couldn't come or didn't come to your event. You have your media advisory, which is like, hey guys, we're having something cool coming up. And then you want to package it into some sort of media kit. Okay, so reporters all day, every day, get folders full of information or emails. So how do you make yourself stand out? One of the ways that you can do that is through a really creative media kit. So I wanted to show you what some of those might look like. Now, it could just be that you're using fancy papers or something with texture, but it could also be that you're packaging something creatively. Like, say, for instance, let's see if this will come up. This looks kind of like a hamburger box. This one down here it's Kleenex. It looks like watermelon triangle. So think about creative packaging for something. If you have a subscription box, maybe it looks like the subscription box that something's coming in. I had a student do that one time. She was creating a Marvel subscription box. So she had the subscription box, but inside of it was information for the media kit. Some things, like I said, might be a little less kitschy and a little more just based off of a certain look or feel. You want a reporter to want to open your package. So I'm going to click on some of these and show you. And maybe it comes in a neat bag that can be reused. Maybe if you have some kind of health product, it comes with, or if you've got some kind of new product, it has like trial size samples of something, or it has a certificate where you can redeem it to try out something. Here's a cute one from Ben & Jerry's. Everything was inside a Ben & Jerry's container. If you've got like a new paint, maybe it's inside of a paint container, a paint can. So these are some examples. Now, for my students that are on campus, they actually create these media kits. You can do that if you want to, create that kit and send me pictures of it, of what your kit looks like and what's inside of it. That would be wonderful. If you don't do that, then you can describe it to me and show me in pictures what you would use, what it would look like, that sort of thing. So I want to see what your kit looks like, whether you make one and take pictures of it to show me, or whether you're using pictures of, hey, it would look like this, and you're describing it. Either way will work for this online course. I would rather see you create something yourself and put it together and show me what it would look like. Now, it could just be that it's a gray bag with you've printed out an Under Armour logo and you put on the outside of the bag. If you want to design it on InDesign or something like that, Photoshop, and you've got a gray bag and you put the Under Armour logo on it, and there's an Under Armour folder inside that matches, and show me the trial size Under Armour stuff that you're promoting, and that goes inside, that's fine too. So you can either make it physically and take a picture of it, or you can create it digitally and show me that way, okay? So let me know if you've got questions about this, but this will give you some ideas about media kits and how you might get someone to come to your event. You're kind of enticing them to come to your event. Now, nothing needs to be super expensive that you put in a media kit. Now, obviously, it's going to be expensive probably for companies to print things on nice paper, but the things inside it don't need to be super expensive, because journalists can't accept super expensive gifts. So that's something to take into consideration too. You don't want to give them a new iPhone X because it's too expensive. They can't accept it from you. However, you can give them an iPhone case with some kind of information about the iPhone X. Okay? If you've got questions, let me know, but this should get you started thinking about your media kits. And you can just Google creative media kit examples. Some kind of text like that should bring this up for you, and you can get even more ideas.